Stop hating on your future employers. These people are going to hire you. They are the most polite.
I've made a video yesterday where I was attempting to explain this documentation that is referred to by the EFF to document illegal foreigners. And in my explanation, I was saying to document illegal foreigners does not necessarily mean to give them documents that say they are South Africans or they've got permanent residency or whatever the case might be, or asylum seekers. No. Documenting them means identifying who they are.
So guys, how are you all doing today? So on today's video, let's talk about Julius Malema. So the last time I posted Julius Malema on this channel, I saw a lot of people talking. I saw Black South Africans complaining that Nigerians should have him. He should go and become president in Nigeria if Nigerians love him so much. Because Julius Malema made a statement that Black South Africans should stop hating on Nigerians. He said when white people are undocumented in South Africa, Black South Africans don't go after them, but they keep going after black immigrants who are from Africa. Anyway, this did not sit well with the Black South Africans. I saw their comments. Alright, right now look at what Julius Malema said. Julius Malema is asking South Africans to stop hating on their future employers, that these foreign nationals in South Africa are going to employ them in the future. He went ahead by saying these foreign nationals, they can do minimal job, they can start from somewhere before they get rich. Are you not seeing what is actually happening? So this video, Black South Africans did not find it funny. I saw a lot of them reacting, talking to Julius Malema that will never vote for you to become president in South Africa. Go to Nigeria and vote for them. They did not find it funny. Anyway, guys, even though some Black South Africans don't like Julius Malema, there are some that actually like Julius Malema. Like for instance, Julius Malema made a statement that people keep saying, Black South Africans keep saying, foreigners are undocumented in their country. He is asking the Home Affairs to give them documents to stay in South Africa. Giving them documents doesn't mean that you are giving them citizenship, but it's for the government to know that these people are in the country. Anyway, are you new on my channel? Have you subscribed or not? If you haven't, don't forget to subscribe on this channel, like and drop your comment. Guys, please take a look and watch this video. Do let me know what you think in the comment section.
White people, even when they are educated, they still work for small jobs that pay nothing. They don't have pride. They know that you have to work to serve and feed your families. That's why they are here. One day, like it almost happened in Cuba when Obama wanted to lift the embargo against Cuba. One day it is going to happen. I pray to the ancestors of the revolution that it happens when I'm still alive, so that I can replay these videos and say, I warned you about harassing your future employers. I warned you about exploiting the people who are going to share their land with you, because they've done it before.
Which country they come from and what is their purpose, what led them to this country. Among those people, you will find that some of them, obviously, they come because of asylum seeking purposes. That is, they are being persecuted in their own countries. The law, SADC and UN allows that. And there are very few, because there's very limited or less war surrounding South Africa. The only people that recently that we have that are here in South Africa based on the asylum seeking are people from Palestine. That I think the recent batch arrived sometime last year, 160 of them in OR Tambo. We've got people for years now coming from the DR Congo, because the war in that place between Banyamulenga and the Tutsis is still ongoing. Those are the people that we still have in this country. There are no Basotho, Botswana, the Shonas from Zimbabwe, or the people from Namibia or Swatini that are here because of asylum seeking. So we must be very clear when we articulate or speak about these things. When we refer about to documenting illegal foreigner, we are referring majority of the people that fled now their countries because of harsh conditions of wars and hunger. Wars, we have already described that they will get asylum seeking permits. Those who came here because of hunger and issues of persecution and so on, they will have to go through a test. They have to be interviewed. They have got to go through a process where some of them will be identified as asylum seekers. Some, they will not qualify based on the circumstances that brought them here. Some will qualify to with their own skills to become to be given work permits or work visas and so on. That must be very clear. But in a nutshell, not every single person that comes from Zim, I will refer to Zim because in most of these people, you don't South African people, they're not hating Botswanas, they're not hating Amaswati, because they can't even identify who's coming from Botswana, identify who's coming from Lesotho or Eswatini or Namibia. They can only identify people coming from Zimbabwe because they are dark in color. That's why majority of us who are dark, we're always been persecuted by South Africans because they're thinking we're from Zimbabwe, which is stupid anyway. But that's what really happens. When they're referring to foreigners, they're referring to people that are dark, that we already understand and know. But to educate further, we need to be able to sit and say, you need to understand that illegal foreigners, the more they're in this country for reasons that I've already mentioned and they're not documented, that's where we'll not be able to control crimes, we'll not be able to plan accordingly, we won't be able to deport them. How do you deport someone that you don't know where they come from? So when you document someone, you need to know which country they come from so that you'll be able to deport them. How can you take 200 people that you assume that the Zimbabweans go dump in Zimbabwe because somehow you're thinking they're speaking Shona country, they're speaking Chichewe, and Zimbabwe says we don't know them. So document, verify that these people are coming from this country. Those that you can't do anything, unfortunately, without documenting these people. Deporting will require still documentations. This is what needs to be understood. There's someone in the previous video, in the comment section of the video that I made previously, that says they will get grants. Grants are only for South African and South African permanent residents and asylum-seeking refugees. And refugees who doesn't qualify for grants forever. It's only for 4 years, and they will have to keep renewing that. Who are refugees, and what is the difference between refugee and general migrants? A refugee, I've already explained, is someone that are persecuted. There's war in their countries. Those are refugees. They ran out of their country because they can't do anything. They are being persecuted. They are being killed. That is refugees. So you can't just say because you're coming from Zim or Lesotho or Eswatini you must get a grant. No, you don't. Those are not getting. If they do get grants, it's because your Home Affairs is corrupt. Your Department of Social Services is corrupt. It has nothing to do with the law. So don't get it confused. Document and place the correct people at the helm of this department, in people that are not corruptible. Then you'll see that all this that you're complaining about are nothing but an issue which is created by us as South Africans. Because the UN Charter and the SADC allows for this movement. Because they anticipated there will be wars, they will be persecuted, they anticipated. And it's not just reserved for Zimbabweans or whatever. It's also for us in case nonsense happens in this country where we must run to Botswana, we will be accommodated the same way we are accommodating other people. But when you are a human being that thinks here, you can't think far. You're thinking such a thing will never happen to you. In this video, mostly I wanted to address the documentation part and people to understand what is the difference between refugee and general migrant and this society. And when they hear, there are companies have made I've made videos that no foreigner would be able to work unless they've got a special skill. That's what the Labor Law Act says. Labor Relation Act says special skill will work for South African companies. You must have what we call a rare skill in terms of you to be employed. I've worked in so many companies. I've never met the influx of foreigners because you must possess a rare skill. State-owned companies, you can't find these people because the law is very clear. But we are being lied to by people that I don't know what they seek to gain. They want to create a narrative that suggests that foreigners are taking our jobs, foreigners are doing 1, 2, 3, and not explaining the different types of foreigners and what it is that is required for them to be in this country. How many of you can point clearly and say this is a foreigner referring to a Swati-speaking person, Motswana or Mosotho? You can't, because also they are light in complexion. Yours is to fight people like us. I'm a South African, but people like us who are dark, that you must fight. That's why we speak openly, because we've seen this kind of nonsense 10, 15 years ago when you were busy creating this xenophobic narrative and attacks. We suffered those kind of nonsense because we look darker than the normal South African. That's those kind of barometer, which is stupid, creates a whole lot of problem. That's why I support documents so that everybody can be checked via documentation, not be how they look like or how they speak, because that is not sustainable, that is not containable. We must be very careful. Let's not lie to each other every day, creating narratives that doesn't exist. We must not lie about it. There are a whole lot of people in my comment section that are saying, when it comes to this documentation thing, we will bring every single person from the... No, that's not true. No one wants to come from Botswana to stay in South Africa. No one wants to come from Eswatini, Lesotho, Namibia to come. Even His Excellency President Bek said, how many people are coming from Namibia, Botswana, currently coming here? You know why? Because those countries are working. They are working for their citizens. Everything is working properly there. If Mnangagwa and that ZANU-PF can be fixed, and that require ANC, the governing party here, to intervene, requires SADC to intervene. Once that is done, there will be less movement. And movement will always be there. We have borders for that reason. Borders are not just for people, it's for goods and people and businesses. That borders are that for that reason. So we will have still people moving from Zimbabwe to South Africa, South Africa to Malawi, Zambia, and so on for business purposes, because people from Zimbabwe, Malawi, not all of them are staying in South Africa. They do come here to buy stuff in small street, buy stuff in Marabastad and other China and everywhere to go sell back in Zimbabwe, Malawi, Zambia, and so on. That's business for South Africa.
I think at this point, the Home Affairs too should also be blamed. Why are they not giving the foreign nationals document? It is not like they are giving them citizenship. Residence, you can give the residence ID. They can stay for 2 years, then they renew after 2 years. That's how it is. Because foreigners, they keep complaining that these people, foreigners don't have documents in their country. Who is supposed to give them documents? Is it not the Home Affairs? Anyway, this is what Julius Malema have to say. They should document these people. According to the South Africans, black South Africans, they keep saying that Julius Malema love foreigners more than he loves South Africans. That this is one of the reasons why they will never vote for him to become president. Anyway, guys, if you've just listened to everything, do let me know what you think in the comment section. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe on this channel. Don't bother, on this channel I bring to you latest news. See you guys on the next video.